Have you ever stumbled upon a piece of tech so strange you couldn't believe it actually made it to the market? Today, we're diving into the world of bizarre, unexpected, and downright head-scratching GPUs that left gamers and tech enthusiasts scratching their heads. Welcome to our channel, where curiosity meets entertainment. If you enjoy exploring fascinating tech stories, make sure to subscribe right now so you never miss out on our future uploads. From funky form factors to mind-boggling dual-core beasts, these graphics cards push the boundaries of creativity, and sometimes logic. Let's jump right in. NVIDIA GeForce 256, known as the first card officially labeled a GPU, it was revolutionary in 1999. It wasn't bizarre because of wacky design, but because no one believed a card could handle complete 3D pipeline processing on its own. It was a technological leap that felt almost surreal at the time. The term GPU, Graphics Processing Unit, was practically coined for this release. Gamers were astonished by how it offloaded tasks from the CPU, a concept that was new back then. The GeForce 256 may seem tame now, but it was the weird new device that changed the entire industry's trajectory. Diamond Monster 3D, 3DFX Voodoo. Released during the golden age of 3D acceleration, the original 3DFX cards lacked 2D capabilities. That meant you needed a separate graphics card just for basic desktop functions, and the Voodoo card purely handled 3D. This setup led to complicated pass-through cables connecting your regular 2D card to the 3DFX add-on, baffling many first-time builders who couldn't understand why they had two video cards in a single system. At a time when 3D was in its infancy, 3DFX delivered insane performance but forced you to juggle multiple components. It was strange, but also a pioneer in immersive gaming visuals. ATI Rage Fury MAXX. This was ATI's shot at a dual GPU card during an era when the concept was borderline futuristic. The card literally glued two Rage 128 Pro chips together. Despite a powerful approach, it was plagued by driver issues. It also couldn't run effectively on Windows 2000 or later, making it somewhat of a short-lived oddball in ATI's lineup. The Rage Fury MAXX aimed high with its dual GPU gimmick, but stumbled due to software constraints. Proof that hardware alone can't guarantee success. NVIDIA GeForce 7950 GX2, another attempt at a dual GPU on a single PCB, printed circuit board. It stacked two graphics processors for high-performance gaming, requiring special drivers for optimization. Its unusual elongated design meant it took up a surprising amount of space. Many mid-tower PC cases struggled to accommodate this card without rearranging other components or cables. While it offered significant performance at the time, it also taught the industry lessons about the complexities of managing dual GPU configurations, especially with heat and driver support. AMD Radeon R9 Fury EVGA introduced stacked high-bandwidth memory, HBM, for the first time, featuring a compact PCB contrasted by a chunky water cooling unit. The cooler was almost larger than the card itself. Users marveled at the short length of the card, wondering if it was more radiator and tubes than actual GPU. This card was a marvel in engineering. Unbelievably compact circuit boards paired with an external water cooling solution. It looked futuristic, but definitely raised eyebrows for its form factor. ASUS Mars 2. Sporting dual GTX 580 GPUs on one card, it was a limited edition so rare that it felt more like a collector's item than a typical GPU. The design included a massive heatsink, elaborate fans, and bold red and black styling that screamed overkill. Only a few thousand units were ever made. If you spot one today, it's like seeing a piece of GPU folklore in person. The Mars 2 was more about proving engineering prowess and brand prestige than practicality. It had a jaw-dropping price tag that matched its monstrous capabilities. ASUS ROG Aries 3. Following in the footsteps of the Mars series, the Aries line was ASUS's testbed for ultimate performance. The Aries 3 in particular was water-cooled by default and had a sleek black metal shroud that made it look more like a sci-fi prop than a GPU. You needed a dedicated liquid cooling loop. It didn't come with a fan-based cooler at all. That definitely shocked some buyers who expected at least some kind of built-in solution. Enjoying this deep dive into GPU oddities? If you're loving this wild ride through tech history, don't forget to like the video and share it with a friend. There's more weirdness to come, so let's continue. Titan V officially branded more for deep learning and AI tasks than gaming, yet many enthusiasts tried to shoehorn it into gaming benchmarks. Its golden cooler design also stood out in a sea of black and green NVIDIA reference designs. Despite its offbeat market positioning, the Titan V could still run games exceptionally well, though it was absurdly expensive compared to consumer-level GPUs. It's a perfect example of how GPU technology is no longer just about gaming. It spans AI research, data science, and more. The Titan V's odd color scheme and price point made it a status symbol for hardcore PC builders. Inno3D iChiLL series with custom coolers. Think over-the-top cooling solutions with LED displays, bulky triple fan setups, and sometimes even built-in water blocks. The iChiLL series is known for pushing aesthetics beyond typical design norms. Some variants include built-in color screens that can display GPU stats or custom animations, transforming the card into a tiny digital billboard inside your PC. The iChiLL series underscores the GPU trend of moving beyond mere function into fashion. When you have mini displays directly on your graphics card, you know the design team is having fun, if not going a bit overboard. EVGA Kingpin editions. The Kingpin series is named after legendary overclocker Vince Kangpin Lucido. These cards are explicitly built to break benchmarking records and are often sold with pre-installed liquid or hybrid coolers. They can be outrageously heavy and sometimes come with built-in monitoring features. If you're brave enough, you can run liquid nitrogen cooling on these cards and push GPU frequencies to insane levels. They're basically designed to tempt enthusiasts into extreme overclocking. From pioneering designs that challenged our notion of what a graphics card could be, to borderline experimental products that required specialized cooling solutions, these bizarre GPUs remind us that innovation sometimes goes hand in hand with eccentricity. Their quirks might be head-scratchers, but they paved the way for the advanced GPUs we rely on today. Before you click away, remember to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss more thrilling explorations into tech's hidden corners. And if you have a GPU story or something you find even weirder, drop it in the comments. Who knows? It might be featured in our next episode.